fellow geeks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather and I'm glad you're here today. It's time to take a look at week number 3 of my meatless for a month challenge. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with this, I decided that during the month of January, I would eliminate meat from my meals and just kind of see how that goes as far as training, recovery, overall energy, and so forth. Make sure that you check back at some older videos on the channel so you can take a look at how my first 2 weeks have gone. But let's take a look at what's happened this week. Now, one weird thing has happened this week, and that is that I started really not liking the smell of meat when I've started preparing it for my family. It has been the weirdest sensation, but it never affected me before. But now that I have kind of taken it out of my usual diet, I'm finding that I'm really not liking the smell once I'm around it. So that was kind of a weird thing that happened over the course of this week. Also this week, I've kind of had to get a better control of my hydration issues. Apparently I was having hydration issues and didn't even really realize it. So over the course of the past few days, I've been upping the hydration a lot, and that has helped a ton as far as my overall energy and some of my brain fog and so on. But taking a look at what I've been eating over the course of the week, you'll remember that a couple of weeks ago I made some pumpkin spice muffins and put some chocolate chips and some walnuts in there. Really, really good. I froze half of the batch and I unthawed them this week, and so that's what I've been eating for some of my breakfasts. For my other breakfasts, I've been doing just some various variations on some oatmeal. For example, one of my favorites is to make a peanut butter and jelly oatmeal, and that is oatmeal with peanut butter, a little bit of cinnamon, some sugar-free jelly, and a sprinkling of unsalted roasted peanuts on top. And another one that I tried out was I added just a little bit of unsweetened cocoa to the oatmeal. I put in some raspberries that I had and drizzled it with a little bit of honey. It was really, really good, so I'm definitely going to be trying that again. For lunches, I had prepped ahead of time some cooked sweet potatoes, and I topped those with seasoned black beans, some roasted broccoli that I roasted up in the oven, and a little bit of cheese. Put some smoked paprika on top and called that a lunch. Made it a power bowl. It was really, really good. On the days when I had a little bit less time, one of my go-to meals is to make a cheese enchilada. Just kind of fix that up real quick in the frying pan with just some cheese. I have a side of avocado, and that's enough fat and protein to get me through the afternoon. Super simple to make, takes less than 5 minutes, so when I'm pressed for time, then that's a really easy one to throw together and have for lunch. Dinners have been really good. I've been getting some more use out of those Morningstar Farms chicken patties, the ones with the buffalo seasoning on them. Really liking those, along with the sides that I prepared for the rest of the family to eat. And been eating a whole lot of vegetables along with those chicken patties. So been really good and really filling. And honestly, it's been really good as far as energy and recovery after I do a run, just to have those vegetables, and it's making recovery go a little bit quicker. That could be my imagination, who knows, but that is something that I've noticed is as I have upped my vegetables, then I have also reduced my recovery time after a hard run. Another experiment that I tried this week was one where my whole family was eating burgers. I made sweet potato fries for everybody, but for myself, I tried out the Beyond Burgers. Fried those up really quickly, takes about 4 minutes each side, and then put a little bit of cheese on top, and it was really, really good. I didn't know what to expect. I kind of, smelled it and I was like, okay, well, this doesn't really smell like any other veggie patty that I've seen before, but I'll give it a shot. With it being really crispy on the outside, that really helped a lot. And the cheese on top kind of gave it another element of flavor, and so it ended up going great. That's something that I'd like to try out this summer when we start grilling food outside more often. I would like to see how those grill up and give those a try. So those will definitely be on my shopping list again. If you haven't tried the Beyond Burger, they come 2 in a package, and I ate both of them last night. They're not huge or anything, but they are very filling. And as usual, we had our Taco Tuesday night that we always have here, and while the rest of the family ate beef tacos, I just left the beef off of mine and piled mine with extra beans and all kinds of veggies, and especially avocado, because I can't get enough avocado in my life. And I had those for dinner, and again, didn't miss the beef at all. Really enjoyed just having a bean burrito with all those veggies on it. So In addition to not missing the meat, I'm also starting to just not even really prefer the smell of meat when I'm cooking it. I deal with it because, you know, I got a family to feed, so that's no big deal to me. I can live with that, but it's just not something that I'm wanting to give to myself, or at least not very often. I haven't found myself tempted yet to kind of stray off of the vegetarian path that I put myself on for the month. So it really hasn't been a struggle. Again, it's because I'm only looking at it over the course of 1 month. And we'll take a look in another week or so as to whether I think this could be sustainable for any given period of time for myself. So there's a look again at just where my energy levels have been and what I've been eating over the course of a week. If you have any questions or comments, then make sure that you drop them down below, and I do my best to answer as best as I can when I have the time to do it. If you found this video helpful, interesting, entertaining, why don't you give me a thumbs up? It does help the channel out a lot. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I release a running video, and I do that several times a week. You could also follow me on social media. All the links are going to be down in the description. You can find me across most platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad that you're following along on this experiment, and I can't wait to see you next time. Happy running! Much for watching. I hope you're